ask question and type question whenever you feel like. It's open. So, Sefer HaBahir, Mark 21. Amar Rabbi Yochanan, Yochanan again, Yod Vav. Yes, those are the, so to speak, the male letters of the being, and Hanan is mercy. So Amar Rabbi Yochanan, Johannes in German, yes. Amar Rabbi Yochanan, said Rabbi Yochanan, Basheni nivre'u hamalachim. Basheni, in the second, now it's not clear if it's in the second day or the second verse. This is just the beginning. Basheni nivre'u hamalachim. In the second, the angels were created. Dichtiv, that it is written, Tehillim Kov Daled Gimel, Psalms 104:3, Hamekare v'mayim aliotav. Yes, that, how do you say, make firm his ascending in water. Yes, mekare is a verb. It comes from kor, cold, kir, wall, tikra, ceiling. Yes, mikre, like something that happens or accident. Yes, it has many, how do you say, this word can be read in many ways. And what assembles all of those meaning, that it is solid. Yes, that there's a water and there is a solid ascending in the water. This is what the verse means, because water are liquid and they're moving all the time. Yes? And the verse says from Psalms, Hamekare b'mayim aliotav, that there is ability in the Holy Blessed to turn the liquid into something solid, like stairs or like steps, that it is possible to ascend in the realm of water. Uchtiv, and it is written, Oseh mal'achav ruchot, makes his angels spirits, or wind, Meshartav esh lohet, his servant, like burning fire. So this is what Rabbi Yochanan says. Just to conclude, in the second, the angels, yes, were created. Where does he learn this fact from? From Psalms 104:3, that makes his ascending in water firm. So from this he learns that there is ability to ascend, solid ascending in water, and from this he learns that the angels were created just from this. And also is written in the next verse, verse 4, because now also the noun is mentioned, Oseh mal'achav ruchot, makes his angels spirits, Meshartav, his servants, burning fire. So from those verses he learns that the angels were created in the second day or second verse, because water as water, mayim, we find in the second verse of Genesis. Also, the second day of creation deals with water. But please pay attention, because it says Basheni in the second. It's not clear if it's the second day or second verse. Because always the speech of the sages is very, very concise. They don't say more words. They say few words, but the few words, they contain a lot. This is what makes the teaching so strong. Ve'amar Rabbi Levitas ben Tavros, and says Rabbi Levitas, the son of Tiberia, maybe he came from a city called Tiberia or Tavros, it's not clear. Hakol modim, everyone admits, umode Rabbi Yochanan, and admits Rabbi Yochanan, de'amayim hayu kvar, that the water were already. Meaning they did not have to be created. Aval basheni, again, but in the second, it's not clear, second day or second verse, because in the second verse is the first time we meet water, mayim, as they are. אבל בשני, in the second, המקרה במים עליותיו, that make his sending in his water firms. Now he continues and says, and who, and he quotes another verse, Hasam avim rechuvo, and who puts the clouds his vehicle, and who המהלך על כנפי רוח, and who is walking among or upon the spirit, among the wings of spirit, he asks, and this is quotation from the verses, אבל, now there's a cut, but, שלוחים לא נבראו עד יום חמישי. Messengers, שלוחים, from לשלוח, messengers. לא נבראו, were not created until the fifth day. So, we learn from Rabbi Levitas that everyone agrees and everybody admits that the water were already. Yes, and he says, but messengers were not created until the fifth day. The fifth day. So he makes, in a way, distinction. There is a distinction between angels, malachim, and shluchim, messengers. There is a distinction. Malachim, angels, created according to what Rabbi Yochanan says, basheni, in the second. And messengers, shluchim, Rabbi Levitas says, were not created until the fifth day. This is quite interesting because we read in Genesis about the angels that Jacob saw in his dream, and also Vaishlach Yaakov Malachim, and Jacob sent, in English we would say messengers. So there's like angels. In Hebrew it's all the time Malachim in the Bible, but here he says there is a difference between Malachim, angels, and Shluchim, messengers. Because the messengers were not created until the fifth day. What do we learn from this distinction? What is the difference between angels to messengers? We can leave the question open. We don't have to answer every question. Let the question be and hover. Mark 22. ומודים הכל שלא נבראו ביום ראשון. Now he continues. First he says they were not created until the fifth day. And he continues and says, ומודים הכל, and everyone admits שלא נבראו ביום ראשון, that they were not created in the first day. He says ראשון first, not אחד, as the Bible says, יום אחד, ויהי ערב, ויהי בוקר יום אחד. And he says, and everyone admits that they were not created in the first day. He says, everyone agrees that the angels were not created in the first day. Sometimes it's parallel to one. First is parallel to one. We have to see what is the flow of the teaching. Good afternoon, Abigail. Why? He says, everyone admits that the angels were not created in the first. שלא יאמרו, that they would not say, מיכאל היה מותח בדרומו. Michael was stretching in the south. מיכאל היה מותח בדרומו של רקיע. Michael used to stretch in the south of the firmament. וגבריאל בצפונו, and Gabriel in the north of the firmament. והקדוש ברוך הוא, and the holy blessed, מודד באמצעו, measure in its middle. אלא, but, אנוכי השם עושה הכל. I am being doing everything. נוטה שמיים לבדי, stretch the heavens on my own, רוקע הארץ מאיתי. רוקע, firm the earth from me. So, Rabbi Levitas says something very interesting. Good evening, Yanis, in Mark 22. ומודים הכל, and everyone admits, שלא נבראו ביום הראשון, that the angels were not created in the first day. Why? This is the requested why, which is not written, but it is being heard from the text, why everyone agrees that the angels were not created in the first day. שלא יאמרו, that they would not say, מיכאל היה מותח בדרומו. Yes? Michael used to stretch the south of the firmament, and Gabriel is stretching at the north of the firmament, and the Holy Blessed is measuring in the middle. אלא, but, אנוכי השם, I am being, עושה הכל, doing everything. נוטה שמיים לבדי, stretch the heavens or the firmament, the heavens, by myself on my own, רוקע הארץ מאיתי, firm the earth from me. And it says, מאיתי, who is with me, which is written, but we read, מאיתי, from me. So what is saying here, or what is claiming here, Rabbi Levitas? He says, everyone admits that the angels were not created in the first day. And what is the logical course of this agreement? What he's trying to tell us? Why everyone is agreeing that the angels were not created in the first day? What is the course of the teaching? Why? Why everyone agrees that the angels, multiplicity, this is a hint, angels were not created in the first day, or Yom Echad? Why? Why everyone is agreeing? Because, and he says, שלא יאמרו, that they will not say, and there's here a bit, that they would not say what? That Michael is stretching in the south of the firmament, and Gabriel is stretching in the north. And here we have polarities. Michael is pulling or stretching the south. And against him or parallel to him, Gabriel is stretching in the north, like two opposite forces are stretching the firmament, one against each other. Yes? Like a duel. And the Holy Blessed is measuring, yes, in the middle. That they would not say there was like a duel, a battle, a decision, a judgment, because the Holy Blessed has to, what? Measure in the middle, like a judge, the justice. Yes, that they would not say that there's, how do you say, a court case is happening. This angel is stretching the north or south, Michael, and Gabriel is stretching the north of the firmament. Who's going to get more? Who will pull, yes, strongly the blanket or the firmament to his side? And the Holy Blessed has to measure in the middle who's right, where the firmament will go now, north, stretch it south, or north. But first he brings a case, and then he quotes a verse that says that the Holy Blessed does everything in its singularity. But there is no, in a way, dual, there is no court case, but Anochi Hashem, I am being, עושה כל, doing everything. נוטה שמיים לבדי, stretch the heavens by myself on my own, רוקע הארץ מאיתי, also firm the earth from with me. There are no helpers, meaning it's not two. Everything, all the happening is I am being, doing all. Stretch the heavens on my own, firm the earth from with me. And it says, who is with me, additional to me, which is clear there is no additional. Yes? This is why, says Rabbi Levitas, everyone is agreeing that the angels' multiplicity were not created in the first day. This is what we learn from Rabbi Levitas. And then it continues. Anihu, Anihu, I am he, says who? The Holy Blessed He. Now there's the speech. Yes? Anihu, I am. Yes, Fernando. Yes, can you hear Fernando? Yanis, Abigail, Felipe, can you hear Fernando? Let's write to him because he cannot hear. I hope he can see the text. Maybe he can type. Let's write.
Hello?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Yes, that's great.
Hello, Eti.
Hello, good morning.
Good evening. I have a question. If you would help me, I will be glad. I can remember many discussions about angels, from Moshe Del, from Isaac Luria, and once I saw that in the 20th century there were written more books about the 72 names of God and the angels and angelology and Kabbalistic angelology. More in the 20th century was written more books about this topic than in all history, you know.
Mhm.
Um, and I was wondering, you said just now that the angels are related to multiplicity and not to unity.
Mhm.
Uh, so all these, how can I say this, almost a religion around this topic. What do you think about this approach to the numinals, to the supreme from this perspective? I don't know if I make myself clear, but
I did not hear the first name that you mentioned. I just heard that you were saying that along the 20th century, many books were written about the names
yes,
and
the names of the angels,
okay, okay, the
and
angels.
Moshe Del has a book about it. In the book of Zohar, we find some references, and I would like to know. And what you are saying right now is that the angels are related to multiplicity, right?
According to what Rabbi Levitas says, yes, and we should
Okay,
continue with this teaching to see where it goes because we don't know at the moment where does it go. I did not.
okay,
I'm
okay.
also with you with you reading. I don't know. I don't have the spoiler with me. I'm with you. So let's see what he says. And he continues, אני הוא נטעתי אילן זה, yes. אני הוא שנטעתי אילן זה להשתעשע בו. I am he, I am he that planted this tree to be amused in it. אני וכל העולם, I am and the whole world. ורקעתי בו הכל, and I firmed in it, in this tree, everything. וקראתי שמו כל, and I named its name, the tree. I named its name כל. In English, all. All. שהכל תלוי בו. That everything is hanged in it or dependent on it. והכל ממנו יוצא. And everything comes out of it, from the tree. והכל צריכין לו. And everyone needs it. ובו צופן. And in it, it hides. ולא מחכין, and everyone is waiting for it, for the tree. ומשם פורחין הנשמות. And from there, from the tree, the souls are flying. פורח is also flowering. And from there, the souls are flowering. Flowering and hovering, flowering and flying, emerging. אני לבדי הייתי כשעשיתי אותו. I, on my own, was when I made it. ולא יגדל עלי מלאך, and an angel would not rise upon me. לאמור, ולא יגדל עליו מלאך לאמור. And an angel will not rise above or upon the tree to say, again, ולא יגדל עליו מלאך. And an angel will not rise upon the tree to say, אני קדמתי לך. I, in brackets, the angel, were preceding you, the tree. כי גם בעת שרקעתי ארצי, because also in the time that I was firming my earth, my land, שבו נטעתי ושרשתי אילן זה, that in it I planted and I rooted this tree, ושמחתי ביחד, and I was happy with, ושימחתי בהם, and I made in it happiness in all of them. מי איתי? Who is with me? שגיליתי זה סודי. Who is with me that I discovered this, my secret? Now, this is what Rabbi Levitas says. All the parable about the tree comes from the fact that in Isaiah 44:24, there is what we call a correction of the authors. We ran into it last Friday. Yes? In the Bible, in the Hebrew Bible, there are many times letters which are written in a certain way. This is how it comes. But they are being read vocally in a different way. So written in English, in Hebrew, it says ktiv. It is written in a certain way, but the authors punctuated that it will be read in a different way. So we have two ways. There is written, ketiv, and there is reading, keri. So all this teaching of Rabbi Levitas comes from the fact that in Isaiah 44:24, and you can open the application now and see, if you look at the night mode, you will see the purple color. Purple color in the Bible application show that in this case there is a written form and there is a reading form. And if you look at the day mode, you will see the amber color, yes, that shows that it is written in a certain way, but being pronounced in a different way. And this is what Rabbi Levitas brings from Isaiah, because, and the discussion of Rabbi Levitas is simple. Everybody is saying, or everybody is agreeing that the angels were not created in the first day. That they will not say that Michael was stretching in the south and Gabriel in the north and the holy blessed he is measuring in the middle to see who's right. And he says, and he brings a verse that express this truth from Isaiah. Anochi Hashem oseh hakol. I am being, doing everything. Noteh shamayim levadi, stretch the heavens on my own. Rokea haaretz meiti, firms the earth, the ground, from with me. Now, me'iti, from with me, if we open now the Bible on Isaiah, we see the correction of the authors, because we are reading from with me, me'iti, as being read, yes? But it's written me'iti, who is with me, yes? And now, Rabbi Levitas will open a teaching that is built on the written form, not on the reading form from with me, but on the written verse, me'iti, who is with me, because he said, I'm doing everything. Oseh kol, me'iti, it is written, who is with me. And now he will open a teaching that is built on the written version. Who is with me to prove that the Holy Blessed, he is doing everything on his own. And when he asks, who is with me, it is clear that there is no one with him. Now let's read what he says. Anihu, and here starts the teaching to indicate the written verse, not the read version, but the written. Me iti, who is with me. And then he starts, Rabbi Levitas says, Anihu shenatati ilan ze. I am who planted this tree, leishtashea bo, to amuse with it. Ani v'chol ha'olam, me and all the world. Verakati bo hakol, and I formed in it everything. This tree is a tree of life. He says Ilan. Ilan is a tree, parallel to Etz. וקראתי שמו kol. And I named its name kol. Kol in English is all. And I named this tree all in English. Kol in Hebrew. שהכל תלוי בו, that everything is dependent on him. והכל ממנו יוצא, and everything comes out from it. והכל צריכים לו, and everyone needs him. ובו צופן, and in the tree there's also hidden or hiding. ולא מחכין, and to this tree everyone is waiting. ומשם פורחין הנשמות, and from there, from this tree, the souls are flowering, the souls are hovering, and they're rising. פורחות, פורחות, from פרח, blooming. From there, from this tree, the souls are blooming, yes, are flying, are hovering from this tree. אני לבדי הייתי כשעשיתי אותו. I was on my own when I made it. ולא יגדל עליי מלאך, and an angel, ולא יגדל עליו מלאך, and an angel will not rise above the tree, לאמור, to say, אני קדמתי לך. I, meaning the angel, was before you, the tree. כי גם בעת שרקעתי ארצי, because also in the time that I found my ground, my land, my earth, שבו נטעתי ושרשתי אילן זה, that in it I planted and I rooted this tree, ושמחתי ביחד, and I was happy with, ושימחתי בהם, and I made happy with them. מי איתי, who is with me, שגיליתי זה סודי, that I revealed this my secret. And all this teaching from Rabbi Levitas to tell us what? To tell us what? To express the written form of the verse. Mi iti, who is with me? I plant this tree, that from there the souls are blooming. Everyone needs this tree. Yes, and who else with me? That an angel would not come and will arise with pride. Yes, angel will not come and rise in pride and say, the angel, I was before the tree. And this is a teaching that's supposed to express why the angels were not created in the first day. That they will not rise with what? With pride. Because there's only the holy blessed He, that He does everything. And this is the teaching of Rabbi Levitas that evolves around the written form of the verse. Because previously he was teaching from the written, how do you say, the vocalization of the verse. So he has two teachings now. Rabbi Levitas brings two teachings. Why the angels were not created in the first day. Everybody's agreeing, yes, that the angels were not created in the first day. And then comes a story that says why. According to the reading way of the verse. And then comes another story, another version that says why the angels were not created in the first day, according to the written version of the verse. So he brings two stories to say why the angels were not created in the first day. Those are the two teachings, one evolving around the reading form or the reading way of the verse, the vocalization, me'iti, from with me. And one, the second, evolves around the written form, mi iti, who is with me, meaning, and the answer is no one, because the Holy Blessed He in His singularity does everything. And this is a proof to say that the angels were created in the second, because it is impossible from them to exist in the first day, because the Holy Blessed He in the singularity, yes, is in the first, is just there. Angels multiplicity appear when? Yes, in the second. In duality. Because why? What is the reason that the angels appearing only in the second day, not at the first? Yes, yes. Because when there's Rishon, yes, Rishon, it implies that there is second. When we say Echad, one, there's only one. But when we say Rishon, it implies that there is also will follow second. When we say first, like you say, firstly, second. When we say first, it implies the second will come. This is the logic. Yes? So when he says Rishon, he implies that there's going to be second. So everyone is agreeing that the angels were created. First of all, he doesn't say before him, Rabbi Yochanan says, Bashani nivreu malachim. Rabbi Yochanan lefanav is saying in the second, angels were created. And Rabbi Yochanan goes before and says, everyone admits that they were not created in the first. First, Rabbi Yochanan says everybody's agreeing that they were created in the second. And now, Rabbi Levitas, everybody's agreeing that they were not created in the first. If they're not created in the first, the next coming option is only the second. Questions so far about the teaching of this hero called Rabbi Levitas. Questions about the teachings of Rabbi Levitas, about words, idea, and so. Fernando, I did not quite understand. Rishon revolves in the seven. Not quite understand the question. I did not understand. So who does everything? The Holy Blessed He. The angels are what? According to the teaching, what the angels, they were created, they were not created in the first day, the second, and as the second they connect between the two. Yes? We learn little by little, not from the sentence, but what is written between the words. This is how they teach. This is a non-linear teaching. Yes, you don't need to see the text, just hearing it. Like a song, and it comes. Yes? It's not linear. It's not linear. Questions? Now, I did not quite understand Fernando's question. If you can rewritten it, that I don't quite understand. Let's continue to Mark 23. And here we meet Rabbi Rachumai. Yes? Amar Rabbi Rachumai. Rachumai comes from Rachamim, mercy. Racham in Aramaic, it means loved. So it's love or mercy. Now, in Mark 23, Amar Rabbi Rachumai, Midvarecha. Now, Rabbi Rachumai speaks seemingly to Rabbi Levitas. So, Amar Rabbi Rachumai, Midvarecha nilmad, from your words, we shall learn, שצורך העולם הזה ברא הקדוש ברוך הוא קודם השמיים. This is very deep, yeah? אמר רבי רחומי, said רבי רחומי, מדבריך נלמד, from your words we shall learn, שצורך העולם הזה, that the need of this world created the holy, blessed he before the heavens. אמר לו הן. Rabbi Levitas says, yes, or said, yes. That the needs of this world were created, or the holy blessed he created before the heavens. And Rabbi Levitas agrees. He said, yes. משל למה הדבר דומה? This is a parable. Yes, he wants to bring a parable story to this fact. משל למה הדבר דומה? To what this is parallel or similar to? למלך שביקש ליטה אילן בגנו. To a king that asked to plant a tree in his garden. השגיח בכל הגן אם יש שם מעיין נובע מים ולא מצא. He looked or searched in all the garden to see if there is a springing water running ולא מצא. And he did not find. אמר, meaning the king said, אמר, אחפור מים ואוציא מעיין. I shall dig water and take out a spring, כדי שיוכל להתקיים האילן. I shall dig water and take spring that the tree could exist. חפר והוציא מעיין נובע. He dug and took out a spring ממעיין מים חיים, from living water spring, ואחר כך, and afterwards, נטע האילן, he planted the tree, ועמד ועשה פרי, the tree stood and made fruit, והצליח בשורשיו, and succeeded in his roots, שהשקוהו תמיד, that they watered him. Always, the roots of the tree watered the tree always. ששאבו מן המעיין, that they were pumping from the spring. So, what Rabbi Rachumai says, what Rabbi Levitas agrees, and what kind of a story he brings to support, yes, his agreement. What is Rabbi Rachumai asking? Rabbi Rachumai is asking Rabbi Levitas one question. Midvarecha nilmad, from your words we shall learn that the need of this world, the holy blessed He, created before the heavens. And Rabbi Levitas says, hen, meaning true, yes. Not just yes, that the needs of this world He created before the heavens. Not just that He said yes, He brings a story or parable to support this fact that the needs of this world were created before the heavens. And He brings the story of the king that wishes to plant a tree in his garden. So far, this is Mark 23. Do we have question about anything? Do we want to say, to share any thought, any impression? You're most welcome. I would like to hear voices. Felipe, Abigail, Yanis, Fernando. This is quite interesting, this conversation, because the first verse of the Bible says, Bereshit, the beginning, bara Elohim, God created, et hashamayim, the heaven and the earth. And now we hear completely different angle. Before the heavens, and the heavens were created, et hashamayim, the first, et hashamayim. We hear that the needs of the world, the holy blessed He, created before the heavens. This is they say, it changes everything, isn't it? Fernando writes, difficult topic, many things to meditate on. Yes, Abigail. I'm in the office now, but I'm listening through. Great. Great. This is a very, very, it breaks all what we have read so far. Yanis says, it says in Genesis, let us create. Who the us? Yes, and this saying appears in which day? This is really at the end of the chapter. Now we are dealing not with the second day, not with the first day, not with day one. This teaching says that the needs of this world, the needs of our lives here, were created before the heavens, and the heavens were created first after bara. Bara is the verb took out, created, et hashamayim, first. And all of this comes before. It just breaks the mind, isn't it? So what is happening? About what they are talking? What is this kind of teaching? Have you heard it before? Okay. This is such amazing discussion. It doesn't appear anywhere. Our needs, or the needs of this world, were created before the heavens. Whatever heavens is, Shemaim is in your heart, in your mind, whatever it means. The needs of this world were created before, and we cannot process this. Yes, needs time to process it. I agree. So, dear friends, thank you so much for being here with us. Fernando, Yanis, Abigail, Felipe, we are so happy that there is a possibility for us to read from this rare, rare book and rare teaching and rare writing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here with us. We shall meet here on Thursday at the same time. And on Saturday, this Saturday, there's the first candle of Hanukkah. Yes, this Saturday, this is the first candle of Hanukkah, first lightning, the first candle. So, such a happy season for all. Thank you for your participation. It's just getting more and more interesting. I'm not. There is one hearty moment that I would like to share with you. I read the book only with you attending. I'm not reading after class the book on, so to speak, my own or privately. I'm reading it only with you. I don't browse, only with you attending. And this is amazing. So thank you all for enabling this reading. תודה, שלום. Yes, alive. תודה, שלום, שבוע טוב and see you soon. תודה ולהתראות.